Hello again, good to have you back again. Of course, if you're tuning in for the first time, I am the Articulate Grunt. Welcome to my channel. And yes, December 16th, the Tuesday City Council luncheon, was the presentation of the city's annual audit. Basically, the financial report on how everything went in the last year. They've been going on for about 3 solid years now. Prior to that, it was every few years by the federal government. Now, though, taking a brief moment there, I want to take a shot at our local press and media because none of them were there. Yes, there's going to be a press release form and documents printed out online, but then that's all they get. Even the city manager said 6 years ago, for an audit like this, a report of the city's finances, the room would have been full of reporters and cameras. There were none. I was the closest thing there, and that may just be poor timing, lack of proper tracking and management of schedules for all their parts, or just laziness for the managers and editors. Don't know, but personally, the financial report of our city should take some priority. Now, that being said, getting off the pulpit on that, switching hats, the city got a clean, unmodified evaluation with a Alpha 1, AA1 credit rating. Basically, what that means, there were no improprieties, no violation of state or federal laws, and the unmodified means there didn't have to be any notes made of things that had to be looked at again in future years. Places where they have to pay special attention to make sure we didn't have a violation or something questionable that turned into a violation or a legal issue. Basically, clean bill of health, beautifully done, dang near perfect credit rating. The best would be a AAA1 from what I understand. Now, that being said, taken care of as well, a number of city projects, a lot of city projects, came in under budget this last year, meaning that while they were originally thinking they were going to have to dip into the city's emergency funds, everything combined came in $9 million under budget. Now, no, that does not mean we have an excess of $9 million. There was actually an unspent total capital of $3.3 million, which is up from $1.9 million at last year's audit. Now, unfortunately, this is where we get into a point where I disagree with some of the city finance and management personnel. The city council know they're going to put together a proposed one-time expenditures budget, which will go to the city council for review and then eventual vote and expenditure spending of the money. Personally, if you thought you were going to have to dip into the city's emergency funds, but you got an excess of $3.3 million, at least half of that needs to be cut aside and added back to those emergency funds. So if in future years you have to dip into it, you've got more available, which also increases your credit rating. That being said, I'm not part of that department. I'm not part of overseeing that. That's just my history and background as a former Army logistics and finance officer. You got the money. You don't have to spend it. Take a chunk of it and set it aside for when you don't have the money and you're going to need it. That being said and done, there was also a net positive increase to the city's total financial assets, less liabilities, basically taking out what we owe, how much the city owns, how much the city is worth in the city's property and assets, increased to a grand total of $923 million equivalent value, which is a total increase of $35 million. Yes, I know I just said, wait. We had an extra $3.3 million. Why are you saying $35 million? For those of you that don't know, those assets include newer improved roads, newer improved sewage systems, all those kind of hard assets that the city has. The new fire trucks that I mentioned being purchased a couple months ago, added to our fire department to replace aging ones, have a higher value than the old trucks. So the overall city asset value increases. Now, the total fund balance of the city's general fund, how much money is available and on hand in case of emergencies, catastrophes, a great flood, cataclysm, or a massive expense, is a total of $25 million. Now, and that is it. That is everything to cover all expenses. If there's like no sales taxes, total city revenue income stops to pay all payroll, all expenses, everything, which would be insufficient. That being said, though, I want to go back to one last point. As I said, the city got a AA1 rating standard and a clean, unmodified review, as well as making a profit. Basically not spending everything and not having to dip into that $25 million fund this year. Now, while the AA1 rating standard, the making a profit, those are newer, have only been the last few years that it's been running that way as a reliable factor, the clean and unmodified record Got to give congratulations to the long-term employees and folks for generations running the city, because we've been holding that title and a clean inspection for 37 years. Hope this video found you well. Take care. Remember, get up, get out, get involved. The only one who can truly stop you from being your best and doing your best is you. I am the Articulate Grunt. Take care. Leave me your thoughts and comments down below. Hit the like or dislike. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you next time. Till then, out from here. Bye.